And still I rise, Mr. Speaker. And I rise today on behalf of my constituents, Mark and Deborah Tice, the parents of Austin Tice. Mark and Deborah have asked that I extend their sincerest gratitude to the House of Representatives, all of its leadership and membership, for the passage of H.Res. 17, a resolution that in effect supports the President's desire to bring their son home. Hence, Mr. Speaker, pursuant to their request, I thank Speaker Pelosi because I had a personal conversation with Speaker Pelosi about this resolution, and I believe that that led to its coming to the floor. I thank Majority Leader Hoyer. He, in effect, orchestrated the bringing of this resolution to the floor. I thank Congressman Hill for his support of the resolution at the committee level and for his efforts to bring his constituent, Dr. Kamal Mays, home. I thank the outgoing chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Mr. Elliot Engel, for his efforts to bring the resolution out of committee. I also thank the ranking member, the Texan, Mr. McCall, who is a person that has worked with me on many endeavors. He made this bipartisan early on, and I thank him for what he has done to help us get it through the committee. I thank Senator Cornyn, Senator Murray, the 41 co-sponsors of H.Res. 17, the 52 senators and 152 representatives who signed on to a letter to the President. And while they have asked me to extend their gratitude, I personally would like to thank the Tice family for their unwavering commitment to have Austin returned home and allow him to be with his family and his friends. They also wish that I would thank President Trump on their behalf. And I have a letter that is the best evidence of why they would have President Trump be thanked for what he has done. It reads, Friday, 13 November 2020. Dear President Trump, thank you from the entire Tice family for your steadfast commitment and determination to bring our beloved Austin safely home. Yesterday, there was a news story from the region that Austin Tice had been released and was on a plane headed home. Our phones were going crazy. Our email was exploding. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, every kind of social media was buzzing with an outpouring of high hopes and great joy. Many, many news outlets reached out eagerly, hoping to verify this great good news. We know you can make this joyful news a reality. We know the Syrians are ready to work with you. Please, please bring Austin home for the holidays. It is signed respectfully, Deborah Tice, Austin's mother. The President is known to respond to letters of this kind by simply writing on a copy of the letter a message to be returned to the sender. I shall read the President's statement. Deborah, working so hard on this, looking for the answer. We want Austin back. I will never stop. Mr. President, I salute you for your desire and your commitment to bring Austin home. And Mr. President, I pray that it will be done before Christmas. It would be a wonderful thing, Mr. President, for this family that you now know and you've communicated with, for this family that has suffered for some 8 years without their son. You would do well and serve them well, Mr. President, if you would honor the commitment that you have indicated on this letter. It would bring joy unlike any these parents have ever experienced if you would do so. So, Mr. President, I salute you. I salute you for your desire and commitment to bring Austin home. And I suspect that it has a lot to do with the fact that he's an American citizen, but I also suspect, Mr. President, that it has a lot to do with what you know about Austin. Austin is an American hero, a veteran captain of the Marine Corps. Austin loved his country. He was willing to fight for it, and if necessary, sacrifice his life for it. Austin played by the rules. In college at age 16, wanted to be a lawyer. But also Austin was one of those rare, unique persons who not only wants to help, but who's willing to go to great lengths, great extremes to be of service. He was a freelance journalist, as you know, Mr. President. And as such, he was willing to go into harm's way, to places that most of us would never go into, to be of service, to help people. So Austin decided that he would take his talents and his desires to Syria. He went to Syria and he crossed over into the Syrian border on May of 2012. And in August of 2012, he was detained at a checkpoint someplace near Damascus. And he's been missing ever since. There have been what we call in the intelligence agencies, I believe, signs and proof of life. We know that he is alive. And we know that 8 years of this experience is taking a toll on Austin. Austin deserves our greatest efforts to bring him home because Austin is an American hero. His parents are in need of his touch, of his presence. They need to hug their son. So the appeal has been made, and Mr. President, you have said that you believe that you will do everything that you can. I'm paraphrasing. You said you will never stop, and that you're looking for the answer. I believe the answer is within your power, and I believe the Tice family will be eternally grateful, as will most Americans, if you will bring their son home and do so before Christmas. On behalf of the Tice family, Mr. President, I salute you for your desire and your commitment to bring him home. I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields back. Members are further reminded to address their remarks to the chair, not to a perceived viewing audience. Under the Speaker's announced policy of January 3rd, 2019, The gentleman from Texas, Mr. Gomert, is recognized for 60 minutes as the designee of the minority leader.